Everybody is looking for a place where they can find solace and reclaim what they've lost. Before we dive into the story of Aventa, the city beyond maps, make sure to like and subscribe for more tales of hope and sacrifice. The city of Aventa does not exist, not in the way that most cities do. It cannot be found on any map, no matter how detailed. It does not appear in travel brochures, nor do its inhabitants populate census records. Aventa exists solely for those who have lost something precious, something irreplaceable. It reveals itself to those who have surrendered to despair, offering them solace and a chance to reclaim what they have lost. But Aventa's gifts come at a price, a truth whispered on the wind to those who dare to listen. The city's origins are shrouded in mystery. Some say it was once a vibrant metropolis, teeming with life and laughter. Others believe it was always a haven for the heartbroken, a place where shattered souls could seek refuge from the world's harsh realities. Whatever its true nature, Aventa remains an enigma, a whispered legend passed down through generations of dreamers and the lost. Those fortunate enough to stumble upon Aventa describe it as a place of ethereal beauty, a symphony of fading grandeur and haunting silence. Towering spires pierce the heavens, their once gleaming facades now weathered and worn. Cobblestone streets wind through deserted squares lined with shops whose doors have not opened in centuries. The air hangs heavy with the weight of forgotten memories and unspoken regrets. Yet despite its melancholy atmosphere, Aventa exudes a strange allure, a siren song that draws in those who have lost their way. It whispers promises of peace, of closure, of a chance to rewrite the past and reclaim what was taken. But like all whispers, Aventa's promises are fleeting, easily misinterpreted in the depths of despair. Lena's world had crumbled around her, leaving her adrift in a sea of grief. The laughter that once filled her days had been silenced, replaced by a hollow ache that resonated deep within her soul. She wandered through life in a daze, her footsteps echoing the emptiness that had consumed her. The vibrant tapestry of her life had been reduced to a dull, monochromatic canvas, devoid of joy or hope. The object of her sorrow remained locked away, a painful memory she could neither escape nor erase. It haunted her waking hours, casting long shadows across her weary mind. At night it invaded her dreams, twisting them into cruel parodies of the happiness she once knew. Sleep offered no escape, only a deeper descent into despair. Desperate for solace, Lena sought refuge in the familiar comfort of her grandmother's stories. As a child, she had listened with rapt attention to tales of mythical creatures, enchanted forests, and hidden cities beyond the reach of ordinary maps. These stories had sparked her imagination, transporting her to worlds where anything was possible. Now, in her darkest hour, she clung to them like a lifeline, hoping to find a glimmer of hope in their fantastical narratives. One particular story resonated with Lena's grief, the legend of Aventa, the city of lost whispers. It was said to be a place where those who had lost something precious could find solace and a chance to reclaim what was gone. A glimmer of desperate hope flickered within Lena's heart. Could such a place truly exist? And if so, could it offer her the solace she so desperately craved? Driven by a desperate hope, Lena embarked on a journey into the unknown. She abandoned the familiar comforts of her life, venturing into a world that mirrored the turmoil within her soul. The path she followed was not marked on any map, guided only by intuition and the whispers of her broken heart. Days bled into nights as she traveled, her footsteps growing heavier with each passing hour. The outside world blurred into a kaleidoscope of unfamiliar sights and sounds, none of which could penetrate the fog of grief that enveloped her. Loneliness became her constant companion, a shadow that stretched beside her, growing longer as the sun began its slow descent. Along her journey, Lena encountered others who bore the weight of loss. She saw it etched on their faces, heard it in the tremor of their voices, felt it in the way they moved through the world as if tethered to invisible weights. Some offered her kindness, a brief respite from the solitude of her journey. Others, lost in their own grief, offered only a fleeting glance before turning away, their eyes reflecting the same emptiness that haunted her own. With each encounter, Lena's belief in Aventa wavered. Was she chasing a phantom, a cruel trick of her grief-stricken mind? Doubt gnawed at her resolve, whispering that her quest was futile, that some wounds were too deep to heal. Yet even as despair threatened to consume her, a flicker of hope persisted, fueled by the memory of her grandmother's stories and the desperate yearning in her heart. Just when Lena's resolve began to falter, the landscape shifted. The familiar world of verdant fields and bustling towns gave way to an ethereal twilight realm. The air grew heavy with the scent of wilting flowers and forgotten dreams. A sense of otherworldly stillness descended, broken only by the sound of Lena's own ragged breaths. And then, through the swirling mist, she saw it. Aventa. The city rose from the mist like a phantom, its spires piercing the twilight sky. Towers of impossible heights, crafted from marble that shimmered with an inner luminescence, reached towards the heavens. Balconies adorned with intricate carvings of mythical creatures and long faded flowers hung suspended in the air as if frozen in time. As Lena crossed the invisible threshold into the city, a profound silence enveloped her. The world outside, with its cacophony of noise and chaos, faded into a distant memory. Here, within Aventa's walls, the very air seemed to hold its breath, as if in deference to the weight of sorrow that permeated the city. Yet, amidst the silence, Lena sensed a faint hum, a vibration that seemed to emanate from the city itself. It was the sound of countless whispers, each one carrying a tale of loss, of heartbreak, of dreams shattered and hopes extinguished. Despite the melancholic atmosphere, Lena felt a strange sense of peace settle over her. The despair that had clung to her like a shroud began to lift, replaced by a cautious curiosity. Had she finally found the solace she sought? Or was this just another cruel trick of fate, a temporary reprieve from the pain that awaited her beyond Aventa's walls? With a deep breath, Lena stepped forward, her footsteps echoing softly on the cobblestone streets, ready to face whatever awaited her in this city of lost whispers.